Canto 1, The Dark Wood of Error, lines 37 through 39. This fell at the first widening of the dawn, as the sun was climbing Aries with those stars that rode with him to light the new creation. Canto 5, Circle 2, The Carnal, lines 4 through 21. There Minos sits, grinning, grotesque and hale. He examines each lost soul as it arrives, and delivers his verdict with his coiling tail. That is to say, when the ill-fated soul appears before him, it confesses all. And that grim sorter of the dark and foul decides which place in hell shall be its end, then wraps his twitching tail about himself, one coil for each degree it must descend. The soul descends, and others take its place. Each crowds in its turn to judgment, each confesses. Each hears its doom and falls away through space. O you who come into this camp of woe, cried Minos, when he saw me turn away, without awaiting his judgment. Watch where you, once you have entered here, and to whom you turn. Do not be misled by that wide and essay passage, and my guide to him. That is not your concern. Canto 5, lines 61 through 65. The other is Dido, faithless to the ashes. Of Sichaeus, she killed herself for love. The next whom the eternal tempest lashes is sense-drugged Cleopatra. See Helen there, from whom such ill arose, and great Achilles, who fought at last with love in the house of prayer. Canto 6, Circle 3, The Gluttons, lines 13 through 33. Here monstrous Cerberus, the ravening beast, howls through his triple throats like a mad dog over the spirits sunk in that foul paste. His eyes are red, his beard is greased with phlegm, his belly is swollen, and his hands are claws to rip the wretches and flay and mangle them. And they too howl like dogs in the freezing storm, turning and turning from it as if they thought one naked side could keep the other warm. When Cerberus discovered us in that swill, his dragon jaws yawed wide. His lips drew back in a grin of fangs. No limb of him was still. My guide bent down and seized in either fist a clod of the stinking dirt that festered there, and flung them down the gullet of the beast. As a hungry cur will set the echoes raving, and then fall still when he has thrown a bone, all of his clamor being in his craving, so that the three ugly heads of Cerberus, whose yowling at those wretches deafened them, choked on their putrid sops and stopped their fuss. Canto 8, Circle 8, lines 32 through 51. For suddenly my attention was drawn to the turret with the fiery crest, where all at once three hellish and inhuman furies sprang to view, blood-stained and wild. Their limbs and gestures hinted they were women. Belts of greenest hydras wound and wound about their waists, and snakes and horned serpents grew from their heads like matted hair and bound their horrid brows. My master, who well knew the handmaids of the Queen of Woe, cried, "Look, the terrible Erinyes of Hecate's crew!" And all together screamed, looking down at me, "Call Medusa, that we may change him to stone. Too lightly we let Theseus go free." Canto 18, Circle 8, lines 83 through 96. Look there at that great soul that approaches, and seems to shed no tears for all his pain. What kingliness moves with him, even in hell? It is Jason, who by courage and good advice made off with the Colchian ram. Later it fell that he passed Lemnos, where the women of wrath, enraged by Venus' curse, that drove their lovers out of their arms, put all their males to death. Such guilt condemns him to such punishment, and also from Medea is vengeance taken.